Hi guys, Mark speaking, your property sommelier. I'm here today to talk about the deal of the day, as I do most days. Now then, deal of the day today is actually more of a type of deal that we're doing. It's a strategy. What I want to talk to you about today is first-time buyers. So if you're a first-time buyer, or you know a first-time buyer, or you want to help a first-time buyer, it might be in the family or anything like that, then basically this is very much for you. There's never been a better time for first-time buyers to buy property and use what we call a live invest model. So basically they can get their property, they can cover all their costs, and what's more, they can even often make money out of their property every single month. Now basically we are talking to people, first-time buyers, who've got a deposit. You don't need a heck of a lot of deposit. Anything from 5 to 10% usually does it. If you're coming from overseas or something like that, or you've got a slightly different status, then potentially sometimes it's 15%. However, there's never been a better time for first-time buyers to get on the ladder with both a live and invest property ownership solution. So basically, I wanted to bring this to your attention. We're getting more and more interest in this model. We're doing more and more deals and helping people with this, and it's absolutely going fantastically. It really is. So basically, you're thinking about getting a property, and who do you think of? You think about, well, I need to look in the paper. Sorry, not look in the paper. Look online, go to the agents. Guess what? The agents do a fantastic job of what they're doing, usually, and in their high street shops and things like that, or even online. But guess what? Their purpose is to sell that property for their vendor for as much as possible. So everything they're doing is bearing in mind that they're trying to get the absolute most money out of you they possibly can. That's their job. That's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And they do a great job of it. However, we work to get you the absolute best price we possibly can for as little money as you can possibly do it for. So we're thinking constantly on how to save you money, how to get you a better deal, and how you get you better value from your live invest experience that you're going to have. So I don't care whether you're in London, Birmingham, Manchester, or Grimsby. It doesn't matter. It all applies the same way. First-time buyers' rights and what they can do with it are the same. Basically, as I mentioned, you're getting your property regarding getting on that ladder at an investment level whereby your deposit is vastly reduced on what the 25 to 30% that most people have to put in. You're getting it at 5 and 10%. Now then, what's more, you don't even have to pay the stamp duty, which is absolutely brilliant. That's another saving. It's another way of reducing what this overall thing is costing you, property is costing you, and what you're going to have to pay out every month. Hence the reason I talk about you being able to cover your costs with the right strategy and actually even earn money off it whilst you're living there. So we spoke about the agents. The next thing you're going to need, obviously, is your team. So we're thinking about the solicitor and your broker, especially the main ones, the conveyancers. So basically, we can help you with that team. And basically what I say about this, seeing as we do this week in, week out, guess what? I bet our team is a lot better than your team. Have you got a team? How often have you used them? Do you know anybody that has used them? So these are the things you should be asking yourselves. So we're not all only trying to save you as much money and get you the best deal we possibly can. We're also bringing a tried and tested team to the table for you that you can use at no extra charge. It's not like we're going to charge extra just for supplying the team. No, it's all, you pay their fees, which incidentally are very competitive. Most people find them just dollar for dollar, pound for pound to be literally cheapest. And the value that they bring to the table is second to none. I'm telling you, my team will get your transaction done a lot quicker than yours. I'm pretty sure of that. That we work with they do have to have some form of deposit, or the people that they're working with, or the people that are helping them, whether it's parents, family, friends, whoever. So basically, you're coming to the table with some sort of means, some sort of cash pot that you've saved up, you've acquired, you've got a hold of, you've released, you've found, you've got it somewhere, and it's ready to go. We don't know how long this stamp duty situation is going to be around, and we don't know how long the first time buyer deal is going to be around. So basically there is that. I know there's share buying where you can buy a share of a property, but you've got to be very careful about that. You're buying a share of a property in a big building usually with pretty hefty and uncontrollable almost, as far as what control you could have over them in 3 and 5 years time, service charges. So you've got to be careful with those as well. Look very carefully into them. The other thing is, when you're buying beautiful brand new properties, you're also basically paying them a price that includes all the uplift on that property for about the next decade usually. So always be very, very careful with those new build properties. Please do. You need to know exactly what you're wanting out of the transaction. If it's value and potentially even earnings and a great investment, like money investment, then you need to be aware of more facts as far as that is concerned. A couple of people that just did business with us last week, Lila and John, absolutely delighted. That's one in London and one in Manchester. They were very happy with how it worked out. Basically, both of them are left with money at the end of each month that goes into their pocket, and they're even living there. That's basically what they're doing. Now then, we are aware that people would like to speak to or see or hear more case studies and people like that, and that's something that we're aware of now, and we are going to start putting those conversations and interviews together so that you can actually see that in practice and what's going on. So that there's a lot of more of that coming. So as far as the best price is concerned, this is what we do for a living, so we get quite good at it. So we know exactly when the prime time to be speaking to the certain agent and about a certain property to get the best price for you. When that vendor is ready to basically make a decision, decide this is what they're going to do and how they're going to act and move forward with what we're proposing, or we negotiate. We do this every week, so guess what? We kind of get better and better at it. That's just a natural thing, isn't it? That's how it works. We spoke about the professionals and the brokers. Now I want to speak to you also about those other professionals, the tradespeople. If you need work doing on your property, then guess what? We're going to help you out with the tradespeople and how that works. So we're not just going to throw a property that needs work doing and you've got to figure it out yourself. We will help you get the trades situation looked after to get that property spick and span ASAP to move it forward and get you in there and making money as soon as possible. So that's basically what we're looking at there and what we bring to the table as well, along with many other things that we add to this service that we're offering. So basically, first time buyers, you want to get on the ladder, you want to get investing in property, you want to get into that situation, by all means communicate, or by all means share this with other people to interact with us and find out more about the situation. As I already mentioned, you will be people or someone with means to do this. You'll have some funds or access to funds to get that deposit paid. We will let you know exactly how best to put those funds to use and how to make them work for you in the most efficient manner possible to get your investment and your live invest property on the go now. We look forward to hearing from you and talking further.